Hey everybody, it is me, Vincent, and the big day is finally here. I am coming to you from Universal Epic Universe for the very first day of annual Passholder previews. I am going to be spending a full day at Universal's brand new park. I want to share with you guys what I think makes this place so special. So welcome to the Epic Universe episode of VincentVision. Watch out! Greetings from Celestial Park, everybody. It's me, Vincent. I have been waiting to make this video for so long, and now it is finally happening. I am coming to you from the very first day of annual Passholder previews for Epic Universe. It is April 17th. The park is open from 11 to 9. I will be spending the whole day here to soak in the beauty and splendor that is Epic Universe. There have already been a ton of videos about this park. I'm excited for you guys to spend the day with me here at Epic Universe so I can take you around this lovely park and show you all the things that I think make it special. So I definitely intend to spend a good amount of time in each of the worlds here, including our first one, Celestial Park. So, just to give you guys some logistics on how the morning went for me, I got here at about 9:30 for a park that was going to open at 11 a.m. They're having a little bit of a later opening during these previews, but you should get here as early as possible because I got here an hour and a half before the park was expected to open. There was already a line all the way leading into the parking lot, and it only got longer as I got here. They are also doing early park admission for hotel guests. So if you are staying at one of the Universal hotels or the recently opened Helios during previews, you have an hour access into the park and are able to do Super Nintendo World and Stardust Racers from 10 to 11. Let me tell you guys something. Seeing Celestial Park for the first time and walking through the Emerald Gate, the entrance to Epic Universe for the very first time, will never not get old. This park is beautiful. This park is majestic. I am excited to see more of Celestial Park as I use it to transition between all the worlds. But the day has started. We are going to head over to our first world, Super Nintendo World, where I am going to head straight over to the big ride there, Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. Okay, actually, on second thought, there is one thing I need to do before we go to Super Nintendo World, and this is going to be something that's going to be very important, something that everyone's going to need to do. So right now, it is 10:57. In about 3 minutes, the first drop for the Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry times are going to be let go. So right now, you may or may not know, but the big Harry Potter ride is doing a virtual line only. So you are gonna need to get on the Universal app and have the virtual line ready. So what I'm doing here is I've actually recorded my screen, and I'll do a little side-by-side here. I'm glad we're getting this taken care of right at the start of the day. I'm gonna try to get myself a virtual line and show you guys how I do it. So this is the homepage here, right? You go to profile, there's a little virtual line spot. Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry pops up. That is the ride with virtual line. We don't know how long they're gonna be doing virtual line, but I would say that leading up to your Epic Universe trip, especially if you're doing it during these previews, I would definitely expect to have to do the virtual line at some point. Let's see how oh, it's 10:58, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I've got a little Apple Watch that shows me the exact seconds. It is like 10:59:55. Okay, and let's see, refresh. Now see, I don't really, okay, see, this is now, it is past 11 o'clock. I'm gonna say right now, as I do this stressed out, I'm not super in love with this Universal app, okay? I think that there are a lot of things that could be fixed. One of them is if I'm supposed to be refreshing, you need to give me like a virtual, like a little clunk to let me know that I've refreshed the page, that it's loading. For what it's worth, I did try to buy Express today, and Express was not available. So they said they sold out. They sold like 100 Express Pass. Oh, it's okay. Virtual line time. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 o'clock. Whoa, not available. 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Guys, you gotta give me something here. This is nuts. Okay, and there you go. And there you have it, folks. We lost our first virtual line queue of the day. I'm expecting this to be a trend. This is going to happen to a lot of you guys. I think the next one is expected to happen at 3 o'clock. Universal's also saying they're just gonna continuously drop these throughout the day. So, you know, now you have that. I'm gonna try one more time, look one more time, and then we're gonna move on with our lives here. Oh. Loading. Come on. There you go. That was my chance, folks. And it's unavailable. Okay, let's go ride Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. We are gonna get into the single rider's line for this ride. Super Nintendo World is right behind me. I've got my power-up band. I'm ready to have some fun. Super Nintendo World here is actually pretty similar to the Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios Japan. In fact, it is almost identical. The good thing is that Super Nintendo World in Japan is pretty darn awesome. So you are getting the best possible Super Nintendo World experience when you come here. Something that is a little different as well is that we are entering through our first portal. Over in Japan, you start on the second level. Here, we're going up an escalator in the Mario warp pipe to get to Super Nintendo World. The portals here at Epic Universe are seriously impressive. They have these big LEDs that wrap around them that glow. It really does feel like you're stepping into another world. They have done such a great job. These portals really do make a bold entrance statement. But enough talking, let's get inside our first world, Super Nintendo World. What's actually really cool as well is that if you have a scooter or a stroller, you don't have to try to get up the escalator. There's actually another warp pipe on the first floor, and honestly, it's actually very cool in here. Seriously, so freaking cool. It really does feel like I am back in Japan. I am so excited to be back here at Super Nintendo World. And honestly, this world is just so well done, okay? I don't even think it matters that this has existed in other places. It is just so impressive. One of the coolest things Universal has ever built. Something to be on the lookout for when you're here in Super Nintendo World. All the amazing details, right? But there are some other Nintendo video games that have made it in here that are not just Mario and Donkey Kong. These little red, blue, yellow guys, these are Pikmin. They're from their own game and they are scattered all throughout Super Nintendo World, even outside of the world as well. We're here now, we're excited. It doesn't really seem super busy, which is great. I guess I'm gonna make my way over to Donkey Kong Country.
Even though I don't have brothers.
My first ride of the day here at Epic Universe was Donkey Kong's Minecart Madness. This is one of the big rides here at the park. I knew I wanted to prioritize it, though when I got here, because of early park admission, this thing already had a 135-minute wait. I got in line anyway to do it. It was so much fun in the single rider's line with a ride delay. I ended up waiting about an hour, but I got on and it was a blast and I got to do it and it's so much fun. I didn't get to see this when I was in Japan, so it's so cool to be able to ride it here. This ride, it's a family roller coaster. You're sitting on a 4-person cart. There are some medium-sized drops, and it is a little rough. It's a little shaky, and I don't know if that's on purpose or not, meant to simulate like you're on a minecart, but I do think that this ride is tons of fun. It's just enough roller coaster for me. I love the music, I love the colors. All of that together makes this a really fun ride package, you know what I mean? Some rides here at Epic Universe are truly epic and grand, and they're these big transcendent experiences, like Battle at the Ministry or Monsters Unchained. Donkey Kong is more of a straight up fun ride, and I love that about it. But yeah, 135-minute wait. I waited about an hour. Now the regular line, they were adding ride vehicles. It's about an hour wait now. So now that I've done that, that was the longest wait time in the park. Everything else is actually looking pretty reasonable at like 20, 35 minutes. I'm gonna keep on rocking, do a little bit more of Super Nintendo World before I go visit another world. And just to show off some of this power-up band magic you can do here. Here throughout Donkey Kong Country, there are letters hidden all throughout this area of the park. You interact with the world here in Super Nintendo World and Donkey Kong Country that adds to your account here. So for example, if I show you my stamps, let's go to Donkey Kong, you can see here, once you find all the letters, it'll show up here on your Super Nintendo World app. I definitely gotta try to add some coins to my account today. I definitely want to try to show up on like the leaderboard, top 100 today at least. Here here in Super Nintendo World, there are actually hidden spots as well that you can find some of the characters, like Toad, which I think, did you see that? Hold on. Okay, I think he's supposed to be given a thumbs up, but that totally looked like something else. There's another one here on the steps leading up to Mario Kart. Let's see who we got here. Hey, Bowser. So if you hit the blocks in the right order here, there's a lot of them, so you gotta do it quick before someone else just comes in and taps them and breaks it. Oh, there you go. Fun. Now, something to definitely keep in mind here with Super Nintendo World, even though this place is a beautiful, colorful, vibrant, so much fun, there's not a lot of shade. And really, you're gonna find that Epic Universe in general is a park that has kind of a shade problem. So it is super important to stay hydrated. I was in line for Donkey Kong for an hour, unprepared, and I was so thirsty, but luckily I was able to get a little soda here. Look at these cups. Look at the themed Super Nintendo World cups. I think this is the only world at Epic Universe that has it like this. I love it, and it is very refreshing. A nice Coke Zero on a day like today, let me tell you. All right, let's see how I'm doing today here in Super Nintendo World. All right, my rank, Team Mario is pretty low. Me, oh my gosh, daily, I'm 816? What? No way. Oh my gosh, who's number one? Who's number one? Okay, I don't know. I need to get a little higher. I don't know how I'm gonna jump up 800 levels. So I was able to do Bowser Jr.'s Shadow Showdown. This is the big mini game here in Super Nintendo World. Once you have 3 keys, you're able to head in here, and you get keys by doing all of the challenges here in the world. This is a really fun thing to do. It's a low wait time. It is very similar to the one in California, and I'm assuming Japan as well. You know, this really is the playful element of Super Nintendo World. Don't worry, I got the most coins. I was able to get the golden mushroom back for Peach. Life's good here at Super Nintendo World. But there is one more ride that I want to see, and maybe another one I'll do later. I'm gonna head inside Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge for the next ride here in Super Nintendo World. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is, as you would imagine, pretty identical to all the other Mario Kart rides in the world. I will say though, I have definitely come around to it where I actually really enjoy doing this ride. I love the video game aspect of it, and I love trying to get as many points as I possibly can. And it's a pretty simple concept once you do it, you know? You have to steer the wheel when the red arrows show up. You aim with your visor at the Team Bowser enemies that you want to shoot with your shells, and the whole car together has to get 100 coins minimum to win for Team Mario. So once you do that, you can figure it out. What's fun is that with the power-up band, you actually get like hidden blocks that will appear in the game that don't normally do. So that'll get you some extra coins as well. And those are also achievements that show up as stamps on the Universal app. Really fun, love Mario Kart. But I think I've spent enough time here in Super Nintendo World. It's time to leave this one and check out all the other ones because I haven't seen anything else. And luckily for me, these are where the longest wait times are in the park right now, which isn't very much. So I think it's time to start heading over to Dark Universe and check out Monsters Unchained. Now we are headed out back into Celestial Park from the Super Nintendo World exit, a little more low-key than the actual entrance of the park. Oh, right. There's a whole other theme park out here. How could I forget? I feel like I've been in there for so long. This right outside of Super Nintendo World is the Super Nintendo Store. The portals to each of these worlds do have gates, so in the future, if the park is very, very busy, there's a possibility they might just close off an entire area. They want to have it at least. If you are coming to Epic Universe and you want some Nintendo merchandise, you can still visit a big Nintendo-themed store in the park. Something that I love about Celestial Park is this area is beautiful and grand, but it's almost kind of like a palate cleanser as well. All these worlds here at Epic Universe have so much going on. They're all so different from each other. They're very, very stimulating, and especially coming out of Super Nintendo World into the beautiful, clean utopia that is Celestial Park is very nice. And I love this area as kind of this hub between all the different worlds. And it's not like a main street at Disney where you only really might see it once or twice as you're passing through the park. Celestial Park is part of your entire time here at Epic Universe. I'm actually here at the Constellation Carousel right now. I'm not gonna do the ride. I just wanted to sort of admire the beauty of it. The whole carousel area, I don't know if you actually knew, has this big covered walkway that goes all around the ride, and it gives you some really, really great vantage points of Celestial Park. If you look down on the floor as well, the stained glass that's on the Constellation Carousel is actually different moon cycles. So that's just another great detail here in the park that you might not notice. I know I said we're gonna go to Dark Universe. We need to go see some more stuff in the park, but I'm pretty hungry, okay? So I think I'm gonna go try to actually get some food. I am gonna go to a restaurant that I've heard really great things about here in Celestial Park called the Oak and Star Tavern. This is a barbecue restaurant here. We're gonna get some barbecue. I've heard really great things about this place. I'm excited to also sit down and have a drink because it's a pretty warm day. But the park is super chill. This restaurant is super chill as well in here. I really love the aesthetic. It's like a woodland Applebee's in here. Behold, the 2 meats, 1 side platter here at Oak and Star Tavern. I got myself some brisket, some pulled pork, some burnt end baked beans, and it comes with mango bread and pickles. The great thing about Oak and Star is there are 4 different sauces that I can try on my barbecue here, which is what I love to do. So that looks pretty good. What did I just try here? Harissa. Let's see how it tastes. Now you're probably wondering why I chose to get baked beans instead of something like mac and cheese or a biscuit. Well, it's so that I can fart on people who are being annoying behind me in line. Oh, I do love baked beans. They got little chunks of pork in them here. It makes them very, very delicious. I can't name off the top of my head another Universal restaurant that does barbecue in the park. Maybe something in Jurassic Park, but Oak and Star is a dedicated barbecue restaurant. Now, I've heard really great things about the brisket here. Let's try it out. That's really good. And that harissa sauce is nice and spicy. It's like a reddish, slightly spicy, I should say. Oak and Star, this is a really great spot. I would totally recommend it. I mean, there's already 3 quick service restaurants in Celestial Park, all right by each other. So there's a lot of options for food. And I think because of that, the restaurant experience might be a little bit more chill, a little easier to find a table because there's so many quick service options in the park. And they're all very good. Now it is time to finally enter our next world, the Dark Universe. Welcome to Darkmoor. This, I think, is the fan favorite world here at Epic Universe. I'm visiting at a weird time of day. The sun is setting behind Darkmoor, so it's very, very bright. This is like Brightmoor right now. Monsters Unchained is only a 15-minute wait. That is gonna be the next ride that I head to. I think this ride is really, really incredible. I would be so bold as to say this is probably gonna be the best ride at Epic Universe. And until more people can ride the Ministry, we don't know which one is like the big ride. It's gonna be definitely one of those 2. Let's head inside Victoria Frankenstein's castle and see if she can contain Dracula.
You will see. There is nothing to fear. With your help, the world will never see the name Frankenstein the same again. Open the doors!
So I just got off Monsters Unchained, and that ride to me is the creme de la creme ride at Epic Universe. Like seriously, from top to bottom, it is just got everything right. I think what I like the most about Monsters Unchained is that it is a pure Universal ride, right? Like a pure Universal e-ticket. You know, there is Super Nintendo World, which obviously was made in close collaboration with Nintendo. Same thing with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You know, like Warner Brothers is with Universal working to make sure the ride is kind of how Warner Brothers or how Nintendo wants the ride to look. This one is all Universal. This is Universal IP, these are Universal monsters, creations and stories that are very close to Universal's heart, and I think you really, really do feel the love for the monsters on this ride. And really in this whole land, that ride, truly, truly. And I would be so bold as to say, like, if you could only do one ride here at Epic Universe, it would be Monsters Unchained. It's not gonna be Battle of the Ministry because you're not gonna get the time for it, but Monsters Unchained is the one, and it is pretty incredible. Hello, Mr. Griffin. How are things in Darkmoor today?
They're fantastic. One simpleton after another.
Yes, well, there's a lot of us. It's when it's nice and bright like this, it's easiest for fools like us to wander around here. Cool. It's a lot safer for us.
Is it?
Oh.
Or is it safer in your mind?
That is a very good point. I'll stay light on my toes.
Yes.
In some circles, you are known as the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yes.
But I would wager to say you might have a bit of a closer relationship to Dr. Pretorius. Would you not?
I was made by both Dr. Henry Frankenstein and Dr. Pretorius. They worked together to make me. That was 150 years ago.
That's what I wanted to know, because it's, you know, Darkmoor has been here for a while, and some of these monsters have been here, or some of these more interesting creatures, rather, have been here as well. So I would say that you are probably, I mean, is there anyone that has been here in Darkmoor longer than you have?
No, I have been here the longest. I have seen many come and go.
What about Dracula?
Dracula is evil. I choose not to keep track of Dracula's comings and goings,
You know-
although he has been around for a very long time.
Well, you know what? That is a very, very fair thing to say. Thank you very much, Bride.
Yes.
My eyes are up here, not down there. You want the photograph?
I did see that.
Ah! Did I pronounce it right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, I don't know. I just like to scream sometimes. It happens. You look weird when you do it. I guess we all can't be as wonderful as Igor, yeah?
5:45 now. Every 15 minutes you can hear the villagers gathering to the Burning Blade windmill here. And that means that it's about to light on fire. Actually, before I leave Dark Universe and head over to Berk, I do need to try, it is almost time to do the very last Ministry virtual line of the day, okay? Now, I'm gonna try this with no Wi-Fi. We're gonna kick ourselves off the Wi-Fi here, and this thing is gonna happen at 6 o'clock. Just gonna wait here for a minute and hope for the best. This time, I'm just gonna have it on the page, and right at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna switch over. I only have one bar. Okay, see, I just hit it to 6, and nothing shows up for me. Yeah, see, I can't. One person, 8:15. Yeah, see, that drives me crazy. Yes, I'll take it. Whoa! We got it! we got our virtual line. Woohoo! 7:35 to 8:05. The park is open till 9 o'clock tonight, so I'm gonna get in line at 7:35 and see where the wind takes me. Oh my gosh, finally. Goodness gracious. That was for one person, okay? If I tried to do this with Ellison or a group of friends or something like that, would I have gotten a time? I don't really know. But I got one here, one for me. I will be able to ride the Ministry of Magic today on this annual Passholder preview, and I'm very, very happy about that. Phew. Everyone talks about stepping into the portals as an experience. I'm actually quite fond of stepping out of the portals. I feel like I'm leaving, that's really what's happening. I'm leaving Dark Universe and heading back into Celestial Park. Back into the real world, so to speak, even though Celestial Park is a pretty fantastic place on its own. The Isle of Berk is in that direction over there, but I was drawn to the beauty of the big fountain here. I don't know if it translates on camera, but there actually is a rainbow going through there right now. There's Stardust racers flying by. Man, this place is so nice. I love this big open seating area as well. There is a lagoon show that happens here with lights and water. I definitely want to be sure to capture that later tonight. I'm hoping I get the opportunity. And look at Helios towering over the park. It really does have such a strong presence here at Epic Universe. You know, it is kind of everywhere you see. This park feels like an extension of the hotel, right? Such a beautiful hotel. Oh, there's that rainbow. Look at that, guys. Wow, such a beautiful day here at Epic Universe. We, my friends, have dragons. Sorry, that's my hiccup impression, but anyway, let's head into the Isle of Berk. That sunset is hitting the portal just right. It is looking beautiful. All the colors are hitting off. So wonderful. I love that each of the portals also have their own little unique thing going on here, where you see Toothless flying over the orb. Dark Universe has kind of the electricity. Super Nintendo World has the coin. And then the Wizarding World of Harry Potter has a time turner, which we've yet to see yet. We'll head over there later once we get our Battle of the Ministry time going. But for now, let's head inside the Isle of Berk. So what I really like about the Isle of Berk, and what I think they've done really well with this area, is that this definitely feels like the biggest world here at Epic Universe, but there are so many small details that just flesh this place out, and it does not feel hollow. For one, we, my friends, have dragons here at Berk. There are so many animatronic dragons scattered throughout this area of the park. It is seriously so impressive. It adds so much life to Berk, which is, you know, a Viking village that has tons and tons of dragons. Then you can look up and see dragons sleeping in huts, dragon heads sticking out of buildings. There's a big ice dragon that's supposed to breathe like cold nitrogen oxide at you. There's little baby dragons getting fish from barrels. Then of course there is the dragon himself, Toothless. You can meet Toothless here at the Isle of Berk, and it is incredible to look at from a distance because it currently had a 60-minute wait. There's no way to skip the line for it. I think I need to prioritize this world on my next visit to Epic Universe. Toothless looks incredible, and what I really like about this meet and greet as well is that you can kind of watch it from a distance, right? You don't have to get in line to see him. Even if you don't want to wait in line, you can still see Toothless and kind of watch people meet him. And for some people, that is enough. So I think that's really, really great. What I did not expect to happen as I was watching Toothless was that Astrid and Stormfly also came out. So people who are waiting in line for that are getting this like dragon double feature, which I think to me, that actually would make the wait worth it. So I'm definitely gonna try to make this one of the first things I do next time I come back here. There is one thing I was able to get that I also really wanted to see here in the How to Train Your Dragon land. It is this mac and cheese cone right here. This is the viral mac and cheese cone here at the Isle of Berk, and it is called the PB&J, which is pork bacon jam. So there is harissa barbecue pulled pork, kind of like the harissa barbecue at Oak and Star, and then there's like a peanut bacon jam, and then of course creamy mac and cheese in a big savory dish. So let's go ahead and bite into this thing, shall we? This is really tasty. I'm not a big mac and cheese cone guy, I gotta admit, but I am enjoying this. It's a really good mix of savory. And actually, I think as I was recording this, Pick Up Swing Gliders was going off behind me testing. So I actually might be able to ride that roller coaster. I'm gonna sit here, enjoy the beautiful views here at the Isle of Berk, take it in. The sun is setting at Epic Universe right now, so this area of the park, I feel is just like extra beautiful. And then once I'm done with my food, I'm gonna jump on Hiccup's Wing Gliders, the big roller coaster in this area. Actually, I think I need to change my plans because I just got a notification from Universal saying, hey, if you're 30 minutes out from your ministry time, you need to be here soon. And I think I'm gonna take their advice and just head over to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter now to kind of hang around the area so I could be right there when I need to check into the Battle of the Ministry. Again, do not underestimate the impact of walking out of the portals as well, back into Celestial Park with the sun setting. Ooh, this is theme park beauty right here. I feel like there is still so much I haven't even seen yet in this place. I am just getting to Harry Potter. I haven't even done Stardust Racers. I mean, maybe I'll do it later today. I don't know. I think it's gonna get a lot more popular later in the evening. I will definitely have to come back to this roller coaster at some point. But for now, we can just admire its beauty from off of the ride. There it goes. So cool. All right, here we go. It's time to head into Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. How exciting. Oh, there's the flue powder. Oh, in we go. Oh, in through the flue powder. Ooh, and then... oh, wow. This is so freaking cool. Come on, guys. Can you believe this? Look at all the people coming out of the flute powder. It is like the movie. Are you kidding me? Look at that. That is so amazing. Oh my gosh. I cannot get over this. So let's talk about the battle at the Ministry, okay? I kind of got into like a whirlwind mode where I just got in line, I was seeing everything, I was going on to the ride. It was posted a 40-minute wait. It felt like a good 30 minutes. It flew by, which was the most important part. Once I got into the virtual line queue, everything went by smooth. What's really nice though is currently, while they are offering virtual line, you are actually able to go through the Metro Flu and see the Ministry lobby without having a virtual line reservation. So if you just want to do that, if you aren't going to get to see the ride, at least you can see the lobby, which is, I would say, a pretty big part of it. As far as the ride itself goes, gosh, I had to like think about it for a little bit, right? Let it kind of simmer for a little bit after I got off. I think this ride is the best screen ride that has ever been made. Okay? The simulation is exciting, it is fun, it's not super thrilling, okay? This ride, you are on an elevator, and it's gonna kind of lift up and down, but it doesn't free fall. There's more like little jolts up and little jolts down. You know, there's like one part of the ride where you go down like, I don't know, like 5 feet or something like that, or at least it feels like a very small amount. But there's no Rise of the Resistance style drops, there's no Tower of Terror free falls or anything like that. Everything that happens on the ride is really, really well done. It is very impressive. There are a lot of wow moments on this ride. I really enjoyed it. It is truly, no pun intended, a fantastically epic ride. Now, do I think it's my favorite ride here at Epic Universe? I don't know. I don't think it is. I think Monsters Unchained to me is that ride. This might be number 2, and this might be, now that I really sit and think about it, this might be the best of the Harry Potter rides, even more so than Hagrid's. But even then, Ministry and Hagrid's are kind of two different things, where Hagrid's really is a fun ride versus Ministry being this sort of grand, epic ride. So it's hard to say. I was very impressed with the ride, and everything seemed like it was working. This is a ride I would ride again, though I don't think everybody can ride it because there are a lot of screens. This is
All the screens at Epic Universe are on this ride. And I think people have the potential with the combination of the screens that are on this ride and the motion of the elevator that you're on, I think people might get dizzy on this ride. Or at least it might be a one and done. But man, that ride is so cool. And I am so happy that I finally got to do it at the end of my day here at Epic Universe. And look, now it's nighttime. Paris. I walked into the ministry, it was daytime. I walked out, it's nighttime. It is beautiful Paris here. But that also means I've got 30 minutes left before this park closes, and I don't even know what to do. I'm just gonna go do a little lap around the park so I can see Dark Universe at night, I can see Paris at night, and I guess, you know, Celestial Park at night, right, too? What an awesome day. I'm really having such a great time, and it flew by. But enough of me talking, I've talked a lot. Let's go check out Epic Universe at night, our last thing we do before we end this Epic Universe day. And here we are at Celestial Park at night. This one little corner is actually very nice, but I know this isn't the most scenic of the areas. I've got to head towards the main water fountain area and see how that looks. I'm so excited. Also, now, with Helios being open for guests, there's people staying at the hotel, and I can see all the open windows, people looking out into the park. It's very Disney Sea Hotel Miracosta. That's the hotel at Disney Sea that's connected directly to the entrance. Okay, so tell me if you see this too. All the portals have beacons on top of them, right? They have big spotlights that are coming out from them. You know, like for example, there's Dark Universe right over here. Super Nintendo is over there. This is the entrance of the park. There's Berk. And look at them all converging together here in the sky. What an amazing sight. Imagine in the future when there's more worlds and more beacons all connected in the sky like this. That is gonna be, oh my gosh, this place, oh, the future is so bright here at Epic Universe. Look at this place, guys. Look at this place. And you know what, even like, hold on, let me turn behind me. Boom. Helios. Well, no, this is Apollo. The hotel is Helios. And it is truly grand. I cannot believe this is in my backyard, and I cannot wait to just make amazing videos here. It's gonna be easy to do because this park is just so beautiful, so wonderful. But okay, we don't have that much time. We need to go check out the other worlds at night. Dark Universe is right around the corner. Let's go do it. Now this Darkmoor is much more like how I imagined it.
No, I can just add it. I can add the extension there. I can make the toes kind of longer. Stitches do wonders. I don't think stitches do wonders.
Well, I guess you're the man. Ian.
Unfortunately for you, this is a perfect match. So
You get out of town.
It doesn't sound like
I gotta do the reaction thing. Because this is so beautiful. This world, oh my gosh, I love this at night. I'm like shook, I'm blown away. This is truly special, my friends. This is, oh my gosh. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. Darkmoor Village at night, so beautiful. I'm at a loss of words. I want to spend so much more time here and take a bazillion trillion photos and videos, but I need to see the other worlds. We got to go to Super Nintendo next, okay? Sorry. Dang, they just closed it right behind me. So right at 9, they have someone to say, hey, can't come in anymore. That's a shame. We're gonna go in. And just how we started the day, it seems like we're ending the day at Super Nintendo World at night to get a good look at this area once again. At night, a different life. Well, pretty similar actually. This looks a lot like, like it looks like in Japan during the day, looks a lot like Japan at night. I was getting ready to head over to Berk, but I actually got distracted by something. So see these fountains going off right now? These are actually going with whatever show is happening at the main lagoon over here. I can't really get to see it from here. There's a lot going on right now. I'm actually walking under Constellation Carousel, which is actually quite beautiful at night, if I must say. Let's stop and watch this for a second. Wow, look at him go. Oh, it's actually kind of nice. Kind of like a moment of zen, you know? Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Over here, they were doing the big fountain show, and all of the jets were going with it. Let's see if we can see one more show happen. Oh, you see the fountains right now? They're going with it too. So great. Look at Berk. Look at Berk at night. Oh, this is so great too. Okay, I think I am getting a little emotional. I think I am getting the tears. I don't know. It is so cool that this place is finally open. It is finally real. People are gonna get to go here all the time, and based off my day today, people are gonna have such an amazing time here. And this is just the beginning. Isn't that wild? Isn't that crazy that this is just the beginning of Epic Universe? This is year 1 of 100. This place is gonna become 1,000 times better. And I think that's tears of happiness right there, right? Oh my gosh. I thought I wasn't gonna cry. I was like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm crying, because Epic Universe truly is, it's amazing. And all it took was me seeing Berk at night to realize that. Oh, this music's also very inspirational. I had a really great day. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna stop. Woo! A lot of fun today, a lot of fun. You wonder next which path to chart. The answer lies within your heart. Time to step back into the real world this time. I'm just gonna tell you what 100 other people have told you already about this place. It is the real deal. Epic Universe is truly an amazing theme park and has potential to be one of the best theme parks in the world. It is definitely in the conversation. I had an amazing day here for annual Passholder previews. I hope your annual Passholder preview, it goes as smoothly and as fun as mine was. I have got so many more videos here to do, so be on the lookout for that. I am so happy that we are finally at Epic Universe in the park making videos. It's gonna be a great 2025. But it is time to go home, okay? I've been here for a long time. I want to take a shower. Thank you guys for watching another VincentVision. If you are looking for more Epic Universe videos like this one, please be sure to like and subscribe, because you will find them very, very soon. But until then, I will see you all at the next one. Happy Epic Universe Day. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.